Using the Tone Master Pro for your vocals. That's what I want to talk about today. I'm Nathan from the Worship Journal Guitarist Edition and Worship Calling. We have ourselves a Tone Master Tuesday on a Wednesday as always, because that's when YouTube told me you make every strum count. And today I want to talk about my vocal chain. So, as many of you know, I use the Tone Master Pro week in, week out, all the time. I use it for my guitar and I also use it for my vocals. So that way I have access and control to my reverb uh, at my feet. I can turn my reverb on or off. So let's check out the preset. Now, the preset is my Acoustic Gold version 8. I talked about it last week, did some crazy changes. So if you didn't see that video, go check it out, especially around the acoustic IRs. There's some serious game changers with this latest firmware update. So be sure to check that out if you're playing acoustic guitar on your Tone Master Pro, because it is a complete and total game changer, in my opinion. But for my vocals, I actually changed up quite a bit. Still using the studio preamp. I think it's the most natural sounding preamp for a vocal. I love it. Simple EQ control. Then I don't know if I really changed too much on the EQ. Might have. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I did add a noise gate. Now this isn't a hard gate. I'm not completely clamping off and muting. I'm just bringing everything down 25% when it's below the threshold, right? So adding that noise gate. I actually added it to my guitar as well. I added the noise gate just to try to clean things up, maybe get rid of some just simple noises, um, coughs, hiccups, whatever, anything that's not too plosive. And of course, this latest firmware, we got the 1176. Again, the king of the studio compressors. This thing is amazing. I love the fact that we have it literally at our feet. Again, crazy time to be alive. So, of course, I had to add that 1176 compressor to my vocal chain. I absolutely love this compressor. There's a reason why it's so popular, so dominant in the studio. It's because it's absolutely amazing. There's some warmth that's added. It's just an amazing compressor. You got lots of control. So yeah, I added that to my vocals, kind of warmed it up a little bit with the compression. What I ended up doing was I ended up adding the notch filter to try, because we don't have a de-esser, we don't have a dynamic compressor, or not dynamic, a like a band or a multi-band compressor. We don't have dynamic EQ yet. I think all this stuff is probably coming at some point, but for right now, we really don't have any means to make a traditional de-esser. Uh, I did try to do some tricks with the parametric EQ and boosting those and sending it into a compressor and then trying to compress it down. But because that compressor is engaging across everything, it didn't work like I was hoping it would. So this is kind of the best option, right? Is just to kind of tamp down, notch those S frequencies, just pull them down, notch them down. That's about the best we're going to get at this point in time for a true de-esser. It's not a true de-esser. We're just notching those frequencies out. So you can play around and see what frequency range. It's a pretty tight cue, but what frequency range your natural S sounds come from, and notch that range, just to kind of help smooth that over a little bit. I actually ended up doing a broader, wider 2-layer doubler. I've adjusted this. I kind of like where it's at now. Um, you can definitely hear the doubling effect way more than you could before. Again, I love the large hall reverb. Absolutely love the large hall reverb for my vocals. Still using that. And on the Footswitch assignment, you'll see I have vocal verb. What that what this does is actually turns on and off not just the reverb, but the vocal doubler. So I feel like because I have the effect set so low on the vocal doubler, there is just a little bit of a drop. It feels like in my vocals. So when I have it turned off, the whole reason I have that on my foot switch is if I'm wanting to talk or share, I can just turn off the reverb and the doubler effect, and it actually feels like it gives me just a little bit of a boost, so I don't have to scream. I don't feel like I'm having to like raise my voice if I'm wanting to talk. As if you've been following along, you probably know in the past I used to um, set the gain on my preamp. There was a parameter change with that foot switch, so I actually did get a little bit of a dB boost when the reverb was turned off. Since I've been using the vocal doubler, don't feel like I have to have that, so I removed that. So yeah, that is my vocal chain as it stands right now. Check it out. The preset will be in the cloud. I think it sounds really, really good. And the acoustic sounds really good as well, in my opinion. It does not sound like a plugged in acoustic. Sounds like a acoustic sitting in the room. So yeah, be sure to check them out. I'll give you a little sample of the vocals. Will you find me? I'm looking over the edge. Will you find me? I'm looking for all the answers. I built a bridge made of broken thoughts that no one's crossed. Maybe I lost my way again. I think it sounds amazing. I'm really liking where it's at. I think that 1176 just adds so much. I do feel like that notching the S frequencies down just a little bit has really helped. It doesn't quite feel like a de-esser, but it's as close as I can possibly get. And I like the noise gate. I like adding that. I think that was a great add. Not that that was a new block, but a new block that I added to my vocal chain. I like having that noise gate in there. It feels a little more controlled. Feels a little more finished, in my opinion, when I'm singing. So yeah, kind of a short video. If you didn't check out my acoustic video, go check it out. I really dive into the speaker impedance curve settings that we got with this latest firmware. Just mind-blowing stuff there. And yeah, I'm going to continue to go through looking at not just new features, but old features. Just chasing tone. Acoustic, electric, vocals, doesn't matter. Tone Master Pro can do it. Absolutely love this unit. As I always say, amazing time to be alive. So yes, please, if you are a Fender Tone Master Pro user and you use your Tone Master for vocals, go download my Acoustic Gold version 8 preset from the cloud. You can just search Worship Calling, you'll find it, and use that as a baseline. Check it out. See if there's anything you like about it. Make things work for you. Change things. Remove blocks. Add blocks. I always say that. Make the preset work for you. That's why I don't sell these presets. I share them because I feel like they're baselines. And I always say as well, make every strum count, and I will see you guys next time.